Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another one at the Sport Optics Studio. We are here with my main man, Carlos.
Hello.
Hello to you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, absolutely. And today we're going to be talking about something that you may not be as familiar with in the Nightforce line, but is just as important. And that is going to be the Nightforce Benchrest scope and the Nightforce competition scope. Kind of a rundown of each, why somebody may want one or the other, and a few of the differences. And as always, I'm going to let Carlos get right into it.
Be happy to do that. So let's talk about our Benchrest and competition scopes and who's going to use them. First, the Benchrest scope is an over 30-year design, and it is still selling every single year, which is quite impressive.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
I mean, if you look at it, it looks a little bit different than all of the scopes that we offer, and it is because it is a very older design. We built this specifically for the Benchrest shooter crowd that is going to be shooting at a set range, and their goal is to shoot the tightest group on paper, and may the most accurate rifle ammunition scope combination wins. So this is a tool that helps them succeed. How does it do that? We have 1/8 minute of angle turrets, elevation and windage, which is pretty unique to both of those things, to both of these things. Another feature that they are attracted to is the objective manipulation on the parallax. You're actually manipulating your objective group to adjust your parallax. And what that does is, instead of having a really easy side focus or side parallax adjustment that's going to get you pretty parallax free at multiple distances, this is going to get that reticle to just sit on your target and not move at all. You can fine tune it for the conditions of the day, and for like the heat is going to make a big difference on that. And for the range, you can fine tune it so that the reticle just stays very stationary on your target. After that, we've got a 12-42 and a 8-32 magnification. So you can really get some high magnification and really key on a very, very small portion of that Benchrest target when you're making those shots. We also have reticles that were designed specifically for Benchrest shooting in this too. Another cool feature in this is the illumination. Some need it, some don't, but it's there in case you do.
Yep.
So that is the Benchrest scope. It's quite an old scope, but it still sells year over year, and people still love it. Just an absolute powerhouse. A little bit of a more modern scope, we have the competition 15-55. This is a dedicated F-class specific scope that we designed with help from F-class shooters all over the world. One to note is the US F-class marksmanship team or F-class shooting team that helped us both design the reticles and the features that are in this scope. It does have a more modern glass package, so we're using a bit of extra low dispersion glass in this. 1/8 minute of angle, 0 stop turrets, similar to our other lines, a side parallax adjustment, and 15-55 on your magnification. We do have reticles that are very simple, that just offer a simple dot or a simple plex. Also a reticle that was designed specifically for the F-class ring size of your target. Some people like the dots and some people like the F-class specific reticle. So this is an F-class scope. I wouldn't recommend it for any kind of like running and gunning or any kind of like a PRS match or anything. This is basically purpose-driven for F-class. Another demographic that might like it, varminters. They are shooting sometimes just a very, very teeny target that is going to be very hard to see, and the reticle might be so big on a first focal plane or even a second focal plane reticle that it covers up the target at range at higher magnifications. These reticles are hair thin, very, very thin. They're designed to split tiny details on a target so you can get a better group. Varminters like them because they're not going to be so bold on your target that you can't see your target.
Yeah.
But yes, a little bit better glass in this one than this, given the overall optic design, Both reticles are extremely fine. The feature sets in them, more modern in this one versus more traditional in the Benchrest. But yeah, both of them are some of the best in-class Benchrest and competition F-class scopes in the field today. I will note one scope that is not here on the table is our fixed 4.5 power scope. You might hear it be called the Camp Perry scope. It is used for service rifle competitions where they have a maximum magnification cap at 4.5 power. So we basically took the form factor of our 2.5 to 10 by 24 NXS, if you're familiar with that.
Yep.
Same form factor, no parallax adjustment, 1/4 minute of angle zero stop turrets on that one, and the SR2 reticle, which is a service rifle 2 reticle that's designed to help you get better groups at range with that specific rifle platform and scope.
So that's pretty cool. I still get calls on these pretty regularly. There's a little bit of a misconception with some people that they're like, hey, I'm doing long range shooting. I'd like, 1,000 yards plus. I need these super high powered scopes. And it's like, no, not quite what it's designed around, but for what it is designed for, these are the best in the game for, like you said, the F class, the Benchrest type shooting. And for the guys that need the longer scopes, hey, NX8 or Attacker, right?
That's right.
And then back speaking to that 4.5 power as well, I actually shot a match at Camp Perry last year, and they had a lot of guys from the AMU, the Army Marksmanship Unit there, and every single rifle that those guys had that Nightforce 4.5 power. So that was pretty cool to see. And
Brings a smile to me.
yeah, of course. And then I was, of course, nerding about it a little bit, trying to talk to them about it, and they're like, "Yeah, pretty cool, cool scope." yeah. But anyway, thank you again for taking the time to explain these to us. For the guys that are into the F class Benchrest type shooting, and there's still a lot of them. It's a cool sport. It's a very interesting sport. So for those of y'all that are interested in it or may become interested in it, this is some good options to look at for sure.
Absolutely. Biggest differences between the two, I'll hit it one more time. The parallax adjustments being on the side for the competition and a traditional forward parallax adjustment on the Benchrest. Both of them have 1/8 minute of angle adjustments. The Benchrest has it capped and the competition has a zero stop. So those are the two big ones. Better glass in the competition, 15 to 55, but purpose-driven reticles on both of them as well.
Cool. Well, as always, can't thank you enough, Carlos. Always happy to have you here and talking about stuff. Yeah, and thank you guys for joining us today. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you have any questions about what we've talked about or anything else we offer at Sport Optics, please make sure to call, email, message, whatever way you get a hold of us, and we're happy to talk to you as much as you want. So, thanks again, guys. God bless.